good.
All right, fellas, what's going on, fellas? How
going
everybody doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Everybody chilling?
We relax.
Y'all got the kinks out?
We in the building.
Everybody
You know
what I mean?
We're gonna platinum that word. All right.
We all together here. We about to start this podcast thing. Got all the brothers in the building. And Weather the Storm Entertainment presents the Pod. That's the name of the podcast. For all you out there, you can find us on all social media network platforms at Weather the Storm Entertainment. We about to jump into it. You know, we're no professionals in that, and we all just regular guys. You know what I mean? We from Philadelphia, 12th and Wyoming, 12th and Loudoun. You know what I mean? We've been friends for about 40 years plus. We got a lot of history together, a lot of stuff to talk about. We just want to bring it to y'all, bring y'all our experiences, our personal experiences, our experiences together. Hope y'all enjoy it. Let's get the show started. So what's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
What up?
Everything good? That's what's up. All right, first, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm the host. My name is Dwayne. And like I said, I got my brothers here to the right. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
I'm going to introduce myself. My name is June. My last name is opposite because I'm different from niggas, okay?
Okay. Any social media platforms you want to give them so they can check you out?
Nah, not right now.
You don't do the social media thing?
Not too much.
You kind of low key?
Yeah.
You hiding from somebody, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to have a mask on in a minute.
Okay. What's up, bro? Let's move on to my next brother.
Doing me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Oh, so I'm Phil White, and yeah, just here, you know, with longtime friends, you know, now family, brothers, and you know, just kind of let everybody in on a little bit about what we talk about all the time, but just gonna put it out there, you mean, for the world.
Okay, let's take it up to the big guy with the Reggie White jersey on here, representing the Eagles.
Thank you,
Even though I'm a Cowboy fan, I kicked our ass last week. But
Did that?
we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. What's up, man? Introduce yourself to him, man.
My name's Trey. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to be here. You know what I mean? You invited me. All praise to you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? This is the family. We gonna represent, we gonna turn it up.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna turn it up. Let's go to my brother to your right there. What's going on, bro? Want to introduce yourself?
Hey. My name is Tone. Keep it short.
Tone, you want to keep it short?
Keep it short.
You gonna say the rest for the conversation?
We're gonna say the rest of the conversation, and we're gonna rock and roll. That's it.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just
Rolling
remember
and
that
rock.
name, Tone.
So he must got a lot to talk about. So make sure y'all keep your ears and eyes on him.
Most definitely.
So let's move to my brother to the right of him.
Back again, it's the Leaster.
That's
You
the
know,
Leaster.
representing the fam. So we're gonna make it happen.
All right, that's what's up. All right, my brother on the end there.
D, here with my brothers from another mother, the day ones, here to represent.
All right, D, that's what's up. Now, last but not least,
Ramaine and Rondé, they call me Ro. Yeah, it's about to be on and popping.
Maine Arande. Man, what a show we got for y'all guys. I mean, I think we just gonna jump right into it.
Let's go. Hey, let's
you know,
go.
We've been a few of us just sitting here waiting for the stragglers to show up. So, you know what I mean? We got to kind of get energized back up. So we done did the introduction, so let's just jump right into it. First things first, let's talk about that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight last night. Man, oh man. Me being a Mike Tyson fan, man, I've been a fan for so long. He you know, we all grew up in the '90s, and you know, if you're you know, if you Gen X, you definitely love Mike Tyson. So it kind of hurt me to see him go out like that. And we gonna talk about it. So who want to start it off?
I started off.
You want to start it off?
Yeah, I started off. Look, the thing about Mike Tyson that killed me was you already knew that he was in an old state.
Okay.
Because he walked down to the ring, he didn't have the energy. Once he got into the ring, you saw where he was at.
Mhm.
Knee brace, and every time he didn't even have to take a punch.
Mm.
And he already was on his wobble.
So let me ask you this. Let me say this. Leading up to the fight, he looked awesome.
Definitely.
He looked awesome.
Definitely.
I mean, y'all can chime in when y'all want to. He looked awesome when he was training.
Absolutely.
This, that, and the third. Me myself, I was like, man, he he gonna fuck Jake Paul.
Right.
up. You know what I mean? But last night, that was a whole completely different Mike.
I don't think that was the same Mike.
I don't think it was.
Because it's like when you look at the workouts and all that, it's like, and you look at the fight, he ain't have no energy,
Right.
none. You know what I mean? And it was like it was crazy because when you watch him walk down, I'm saying to myself like, no, Roy Jones had me laughing. He just was like,
Yeah, I love Roy as a commentator.
is something wrong with the knee? Oh no, it's like his leg is messed up. So right there, all of a sudden you just look at his leg like, yeah, Mike don't stand a chance in this fight. So
The workouts we seen was prior to the.
The health scare.
The health scare.
Exactly.
But even then, it's like, what about his like Mike interviews has always been energetic.
Right.
So like even after the fight, Mike was just like yeah, I'll fight you
It
too.
looked like he was pretty
Yeah, he
much
was high, man.
drunk up. I mean, they might have slipped something in his water to calm him down because I think after he smacked Jake, they probably said, "No, we gotta calm this thing down." Ain't no telling what's gonna happen in the ring. We might have another Holyfield where he biting ears off. You see how he kept biting on the glove?
And he said it. He said it. I got a fight fixation. He was like, yo, why do you bite your glove? Is that something? He's like, I got a biting fixation. I was like, yo.
About the ear thing.
So, hey, bite them gloves, Mike. Seriously, no more ears.
He definitely was trying to take some cotton out of that glove.
He had some of
Not
that.
taking nothing away from Jake Paul.
No, not taking nothing
Jake
from him.
Paul,
But yeah.
I really got to give it to Jake Paul because he built his brand.
Right.
He built his brand. He started from the bottom and built himself up.
Yeah.
He wasn't a boxer or nothing. He was just a YouTuber.
Yeah, doing silly stuff.
So
Yeah.
and look at him now. So you fight Mike Tyson. You go from nothing to that.
I'm not even a boxing fan or crazy at this moment right here. You know what I mean? I'm not even a boxing fan at this point right here. And this year, in like 10 years plus, but this fight was fit.
Yeah.
This fight was
definitely
fit.
was
It was about
yeah.
this after a big payday for Netflix right now.
Right.
It's a big payday for Netflix, and a lot of my thing. I saw the fight.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all talking about is buffering. I saw the fight clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I ain't had no issues. I had
Yeah, but it was a fake fight because the majority of the time, come on now, just like the trainer, Mike Tyson's, I'm not saying he had it, he still got it, but he had more than that.
Way more than that.
He had more than that.
Yeah, he definitely had more.
Do you see the jabs and the body blows, the score that was kept? No,
Yeah, he
that's
ain't
not
throw,
Tyson.
He ain't throw no
That's not
punches.
Tyson even in his old age.
He almost ain't throw
That's
no
not Tyson.
punches
Yeah.
after the second round.
Total 18 punches in 8
I know that's
rounds. 18?
After the second round, he
That's
just
two.
was like,
That's two
was
three
tired,
punches a
dog.
round.
he was tired, man.
Yeah.
So
He was tired.
he's 58.
58 years old.
That's not old.
That's
That's not old.
That's
To be
not
in the boxing
old.
ring
And that's not
with a
old.
man half your age.
That's old.
It's old
58 is not old for a person that takes
for a
his
civilian.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for a civilian, it's not old.
For a boxer.
But for a professional
No,
boxer,
But Jake Paul, now, he not a professional
nobody's
boxer.
he's in shape. And
yes,
he ain't lose
is.
his mind
That was
yet
a
for being
professional
body
fighter.
punched
No,
out.
but Jake Paul's
You know
not.
what I mean?
He not considered a
It's
professional
Yeah, he
boxer.
is. He is now.
I think somebody
With 10 fights?
No, he got,
you
he got,
know what?
yeah, he's a professional, y'all.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys. Trey said he think they definitely slipped some something.
Absolutely.
Let's touch on that. I think somebody gave him.
I do.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you look at Mike Tyson, you know the history of Mike Tyson. We've been Tyson fans for the last, 30 years?
Yes, sir.
We've seen pretty much every interview, every fight. That wasn't Mike Tyson that we know last night.
That wasn't him.
That wasn't
Even in the interview after the fight, that wasn't
that
him.
wasn't,
Right.
That wasn't him before the interview.
Yeah.
During the fight. After the
But hold
interview,
on.
that was not
Let me
Mike
ask y'all this question. And then take it to a different level. Why Mike had his ass cheeks out? Seriously. Why he have his ass cheeks out?
The cameraman did that.
Seriously.
Why the cameraman?
Come on, man. That was wild, though. That was crazy to me, Mike walked away. You know what I mean?
Tone, y'all never box. I box.
Okay.
That's how you dress.
That's understandable.
Trump's over there.
Okay, that's understandable, but why? Because that's not normal type stuff the cameramen do,
Well,
though.
they doing it for click. It's click.
Yeah, of course,
It's
right now.
entertainment. It's more entertainment.
Yeah, right now. But that was crazy though.
And,
You know what I mean?
and there's a lot of people like we are that's talking about it right now.
I thought he was about to get on the pole.
So they did their job.
Right, exactly.
I thought Mike was about to this pole
my bad.
vibe and shit.
Yo, they had Mike out there looking like an old man, like yo,
Yeah.
like I'm just going to
But the whole fight though, that wasn't Mike though, because there was plenty of times I saw Mike. You know how Mike give that body shot and that knockout punch. You know what I mean? He didn't even try that. He didn't even try that. So I know
He didn't do that.
exactly.
He didn't do the signature
Exactly.
punch. He didn't do the to the body and the uppercut. He
Yeah.
didn't do none of that.
Exactly.
What he was doing was
Okay, look.
walking, kept walking, and
Right.
kept walking, and trying to throw that right,
Right.
trying to throw that right, and kept walking and
Right.
walking. He was not boxing,
Right.
and when he tried to jump on his legs, you could tell his legs wasn't there. The legs was weak. Even if he moved a certain way, he
Yeah.
looked like an old
His
man.
his legs was like his legs was like Zab Judah.
I mean,
His legs was like Zab Judah when he
listen,
got knocked out.
in the group text, that's what I was telling you. I'm telling y'all, as soon as I saw him, the walkout always tells you where the temperature at in the room.
Exactly.
And when I saw him walk out, yo, no energy, and then they kept panning down, and then I saw the brace, yo. I said,
It was the brace, and you seen him when he almost tripped.
yeah,
He stumbled over.
his legs wasn't there,
I'm
yo.
gonna tell you this: the Mike that fought Roy Jones would have beat Jake last night.
Absolutely.
Oh, no doubt,
Absolutely.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because he wasn't.
The Mike that would have
singing.
been drugged 3 days ago would have been.
Hold on,
Right.
the Mike that we saw in all the, like the training camp previews.
Would have beat him.
Yeah.
Hold, listen.
That wasn't
It's-
that wasn't that.
Prior to the health emergency.
Prior to the health scare.
Is it safe to say the Mike from the day before that smacked him in the face
Yeah.
would have beat him?
Yeah, because soon as Jake Paul stepped on his foot, Mike
He
was
was wow.
That was his old self right there.
Yeah,
That was his old self.
Yeah, that
They
was
said,
Mike.
"Ho,
Yeah.
we can't allow
Make a
that."
mistake?
Smacked him and then got right into a stance.
He said he think it might have been
So you
staged.
already-
To the stage.
You know what I mean?
And plus,
I think
Mike,
it's-
and Mike,
the-
plus,
the-
Mike,
the-
plus
the-
Mike is old.
The pre-fight, yeah, that was staged. That was staged. That was staged. Yeah, that was staged.
Plus, Mike is old.
It's
That was staged.
it was for entertainment purposes. It wasn't a real fight.
Exactly, and he's the.
I look
and
at
Jake
I'm
is
gonna
the
be honest
younger
with
guy.
y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I look at those fights, and when I say those, like it's the exhibition joint, yo. That's how I looked at it though, especially after the health scare. I was like, it's the exhibition
Wasn't
joint.
the expedition though?
Well, Jake
How much
Paul,
was Mike getting? How much was
Jake
Paul?
Paul-
Jake got 40.
It's like
That's 60 million.
Hold on.
it's like 200 million a vibe or something like that, right?
So you saying Jake got 40 million?
With
Jake got
Netflix and
40.
everything.
Mike got 20.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn
No,
shame.
but
He
fighting
fighting
a-
an old.
They broke McGregor's record, too.
old.
But look how much money he putting up though.
How you even get 40?
Cause he got that brain with him.
He got the brain.
That's
Here's the
crazy.
thing.
He got that brain out there,
He
yo.
got 40. He got 40 because
Seriously.
even though Mike is the draw, Mike is the big ticket.
Yeah.
Jake Paul
Is the face.
that social media guy.
Yeah.
He's the up and coming guy. He's the young guy.
They gotta come
Mike,
see him.
Mike is the young. Mike is old. You know, he's washed up. I mean, he's a draw. He gonna sell tickets, but he washed up. Jake Paul is the up and coming guy. You know what I mean? Jake Paul is the guy that everybody, all the young people are looking at right now.
Right.
I mean, you know, young people rule the world. We the old niggas right,
Right,
now. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Ain't nobody checking for us no more. Y'all might think they checking for us, but we the old niggas, man.
Oh, he asked Mike at the end of the interview. He asked
Yeah,
Mike.
y'all the old niggas.
He asked Mike.
old.
Hold up. He asked
We the
Mike.
same age, ain't we?
Me and you?
Yeah, we the same age.
Hold on. He asked Mike,
Keep running from that.
is he gonna fight again?
Right, yeah.
Mike
Yeah,
said,
he said,
He said
yeah.
maybe.
I'm gonna fight
He,
again.
he said maybe.
He said maybe.
Yeah.
He didn't shut it down.
I don't think it's a good idea. For
I ain't gonna fight no
for
more,
Mike
man.
to fight again. I didn't even want to see Mike fight this fight because I didn't want to see him get hurt and you know be all messed up at the age that he's at. I mean, 58 years old, man.
But that's not old though. That's not old.
Fight in the ring.
But as
old.
a boxer,
As
that's
a boxer,
old.
but we talking about Mike though to
That's
keep
like
himself
when
in training
that's like
all the
when
time.
when Julio
Yeah,
was
he's
talking
old,
to
yo.
Mayweather when he
58-year-old
fought.
man.
Like
He's
it's
old. He not-
like who gonna fight? Who gonna fight that fight?
Who else fighting at 58?
Nobody.
Tyson.
professional
what
fight.
Gage Foreman was fighting.
Yeah, because Foreman
Wasn't
he
58.
wasn't
But he
58.
kept fighting though.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't
No,
58.
yeah. He was in his late
When
40s.
he came back,
40s, man.
He's late 40s, yeah.
like, you should be in the rocking chair.
So his career was in his 40s.
Seriously, like,
Dang,
you
yo,
shouldn't
you hear
be
your-
fighting, whatever. He was breathing all heavy.
Your
and
brother
shit.
said,
Mike,
he just put you in a
yeah.
rocking chair, yo.
Mike
Your brother.
was walking to the corner of the ring like slugging. He was done.
Mike didn't have
He was
his legs was
done.
gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what the health scare was. Anybody remember what the health
They
scare
didn't-
was?
yeah,
Something
but-
with his stomach.
Yeah, something. He was on the plane.
Yeah,
he was on the
on the
plane.
plane with him.
But they never really
Yeah.
said what it was.
He was
I mean,
scared. He's
It
scared.
probably,
I don't think
Guts-
Mike was
guts
scared,
and shit,
yo.
you know.
I don't think
Scared.
His shit
Mike
guts
was-
and shit. He's
I
scared.
doubt Mike was scared. Listen,
Mike ain't scared of nothing.
listen, that man smacked that man with his whole like he
Mike ain't
wasn't
scared of
So
nothing.
you think?
No, I'm only messing around.
Somebody trying to get him out of here. That's what you talking about.
Hit him a little slow. So you
let's
know what I mean?
let's
Ready
let
to knock him
everybody
out.
talk and get their point across. Let's try not to talk at the same time. Let's get everybody get their point across. But you said it was on a plane.
Yeah, it was on a plane.
Stomach?
It had, when it first.
Some kind of stomach issue?
I'm not sure what it was. I just know that, you know what I mean, they said health scare. You know what I mean? I didn't, you know how they
Anybody
secretive
else?
with it.
That's why
Yeah,
y'all
that
got canceled or whatever.
The first
They,
one?
yeah, that's why y'all
Yeah, I
canceled
know
or whatever
that's-
because of that incident. And then, you know, they ain't say, like you said, ain't nobody say nothing about it, whatever.
Nobody
so,
really confirmed.
Yeah,
the issue
nobody
was.
can confirm what happened and nothing like that. It's just Mike Tyson,
So
whatever.
it probably was something. They probably had to work some kind of stipulations out where Mike. I heard it was some stipulations where Mike couldn't win the fight in the contract.
I heard that too. I mean, but I think that's just social media. I don't think
I
it's
don't-
no
I mean-
legitimacy
No,
to
I
that.
think that's facts because Mike is the old guy and it's the upcoming guy. Mike is he out.
Because
This is the upcoming guy, so they want his face
Y'all
to
think
be
it
on
really
everything.
was something written in the contract?
wherever there's smoke, there's fire, bro, for real. And like Tone said, and Rose spoke about it earlier before we started. Jake Paul had everything to lose. So if he would have lost,
Because the fight game is nowhere
his
right now.
career would have been
So you got to have
downhill.
it.
You know, he wouldn't have came back from that. Oh,
No.
he got knocked out by Mike Tyson.
58-year-old Mike Tyson.
58, a 60-year-old man, basically.
Because I think he could have knocked him out. But
Mike
Tyson
could've
being
knocked him out.
Tyson,
Absolutely.
at this point, I'm talking about at this point right now, with Tyson being Tyson at this point at 58, the boxing skills that he had, you don't just lose that. Even with old age, he's 58.
You're right.
He's 58. You just don't lose that. You don't lose what you're used to doing
It's just
every
like-
single
it's-
fight.
it's just
The
like-
gut into the head.
it's
You
just
just
like-
don't use that. He didn't throw it at all.
It's just like riding a bike. You can learn how to ride a bike at 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ride it until you're 20 again, and you'll never forget it. You just
Yeah.
jump right on it and ride it.
Exactly.
But keep in mind, like what Wayne was just saying, it's like we in a stage right now where social media kind of like rules what the narrative is.
Rules
You know
the
what I'm saying?
output.
You know what I mean? So it's like Jake Paul being that social media. Like I was looking at, I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, like I looked at the amount of followings that Jake Paul has versus Mike Tyson. It was like a large number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he got like million, he has way more followings than Mike Tyson does. So it's like
Everything
so
is about that.
so even like just looking at it from just a business aspect, a business standpoint, it's like Jake Paul is like he was really the premier of that entire situation. Mike Tyson was just a name just to draw our people in. Because people they were showing Shaq. Shaq is our age.
Yeah.
They were showing Mike Epps, he's our age. You know what I mean? Grunt, you know what I mean?
Ralph Camacho.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah, from the Karate Kid. That
I
like
seen him, I was like,
So-
yo,
so-
he got the Karate Kid.
so what that fight did, it brought the people that's our generation and the generation above us, and then it brought the younger generation that's underneath us. You know what I'm saying? So it brought everybody to say, okay, you know what? This is where we're going right now, and this is where the world is going right now. Like it was strictly a business. It was a business move that they made. You know what I mean?
It was a business.
You know what I mean?
And
It was definitely a
Netflix
business
made
move.
that move.
Absolutely.
And now that you
Netflix
now
made
you
that
tap
move.
on that, as far as bringing the generations together, I think that's real important, and I hope that's something that we can do, and bringing the people out there that's watching some value, you know, just from the experience that we had, that we can help the younger generation, the younger men that's coming up, because all of us as men, you know, we all had our different situations, whether we had parents, whether we had one parent household, but we all had different situations, and everybody has trauma. Everybody. Every last one of us has some sort of trauma. So that's something I hope we can definitely put out to the universe and help some younger people out there. But I'm kind of glad they did that. To bring the generations together, you know what I mean? Because it brought everybody all in one house. You know?
Well, that's one thing that sports in general do anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Races it brings people together. So you know it's good. You know what I mean to touch on different generations like that.
But to go back to the fight, if you listen to what Jake Paul said at the very end when he was doing the interview, it was like, and it's kind of like it overshadowed the presidential campaign. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He just was like,
we forgot all about the
yeah, I mean,
presidential race
so what he said was, oh well, America is back. We back in like we in control, like we in a better place right now. You know what I mean? Meaning like, you know, like if Kamala would have got in there, we might not be in a better place.
Who he voted for.
We know exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He voted for.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of like
that's what we did.
and it's like when you look at it, like I don't know why this came to my mind, but I was watching Dune, and
oh, classic.
Yeah, classics. You know what I mean? But I was watching the new one, and the thing about it was like this is your champion. You know what I mean? Like who's your champion?
You talking about Jake Paul?
Yeah, like Jake Paul right now is is their champion. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, and he took down the mighty Mike Tyson, the Iron Mike Tyson. Like he took down the beast. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, and although he
make it look like that.
Right. Yeah, that was the picture they were trying to paint. So it's like I mean, that's
and I saw that. I saw that. As soon as he started preaching on it's good now and everything is good.
Right.
It went right to the election. And I thought about him. I know he voted for Trump.
Well,
how he was talking.
Well, I mean, y'all really want to talk politics?
We
don't really need to go there right now.
We
don't really need to go there right now.
I don't think we do.
But listen,
we on the topic because
go ahead.
Let me talk. We on the topic. You know, everybody has negative things to say about Trump. You know, I guess because he's quote unquote white, and you know the African American community don't support him. But if you remember back in the day, everybody was putting Trump in their raps. Everybody
exactly.
Me personally, I mean, he's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. He's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. So I understand him. I know being a Gemini, we're always misunderstood. You know what I mean? So I can kind of relate to him, some of the stuff that he says, but I listen to his points and some of the things that he's doing. Like, as far as Kamala, I mean, they just disrespected that black woman. Yeah.
The only thing, I couldn't vote for him, and I couldn't understand why a lot of black men and women voted for him, because he just simply racist. That's it.
Well.
So what? That makes it easier to you to digest.
So let me ask you this question. Let me.
So you accept it?
Hold on.
Because I know who they are. I know who I'm facing.
That's cool, but you don't gotta accept it though.
Let me speak. Let me ask you this question. So, it kind of threw me off. I had something on my mind. I'm trying to intervene and curate everything. So, being Trump being Trump, if all everything that he stood for, everything that he wanted to do for the country benefited you not gonna vote for him because he's racist or white?
My heart, my spirit can't.
But how do you, but no,
it ain't my pride.
But the question,
pride is ego.
No.
Wait a minute.
This is politics and business.
Exactly.
Let's get that straight.
So we supposed to.
Let's trade talk.
It's politics and business. Let's get this straight. You know what I mean? You can't let your pride get in the way of seeing something great or knowing something is good for you. If the man gonna bring $1 million, say, even though I know he ain't, but say the man bring $1 million to communities and all this. Any guy. Now ain't gotta be Trump or whatever. Any politician. And you feel as though I don't like him because this and that.
Because of something he said.
Something silly. Something
Sticks and
stupid.
stones may break
Yeah,
your bones, but
yeah.
names will never.
So money is more
Right.
important than integrity.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But in the business and
But that's
to
what you're
help
saying.
our
though.
community right now,
But Tom,
to help our community right now, we need this money.
Tell me
you
how
gotta-
he helping our community.
Hold,
though.
Tom, give me a second.
To help
Give me-
our
give me a
community
minute.
right
Okay.
Let me
now,
curate.
we
Okay.
need this money.
Let me curate what Trey said.
Okay.
He said we need the money. You said integrity.
Yeah.
Just look at Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z said it. I'm gonna teach you how to move in a room full of vultures.
Uh-huh.
You gotta play the game, man. This is a game out here.
Yeah.
Man. This is a game. You ain't in the back of your mind. You're not downgrading your integrity. Let me finish. You're not downgrading your integrity, especially us as a black people. Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do to get where we need to go, and then we can get back to our integrity.
It's all good.
I'm not gonna sit back and say, "Damn, I'm gonna let this 100 million go because he talking shit about me, saying I'm a nigga, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna be that nigga.
Hey, but it's all good though.
I'ma
When
be
you,
that
when
nigga.
it's all good.
I'm gonna get that 100 million, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna have generational wealth. So my grandchildren, grandchildren can feed off of that and keep making things better. That's what it's about.
That's understandable.
And that's what us as a black people.
That's understandable.
Black people gotta understand.
Listen, but that's understandable if you're a billionaire like Jay-Z. But when you're on the everyday people, it don't make no sense.
See, that's another thing. Remember what we was
But
talking
see,
Everyday
about?
people don't make no sense. If you're a
That's
billionaire,
that plantation mentality.
Right.
How?
We gotta get out of plantation
Because
mentality, man.
because at the end of the day, it's like this, okay? And like I
how is
voted.
it helping you right this second?
Listen.
You gotta help yourself.
Listen,
You gotta help
I-
Exactly.
listen,
so how is voting for Trump is going to help you right
Listen,
now,
but listen
this
to this.
second,
But listen to
as
this.
your family?
How
But listen,
voting for Kamala Harris.
how would that help us either? You
Okay,
get what
so
I'm
where
saying?
we go from here then?
So
You
listen,
gotta help yourself.
So it don't matter who you voted for. You just got to help yourself.
You gotta help yourself.
because
Game over.
Because
Game
no matter what, no matter who's in the office, my situation don't change. Only thing that's gonna change in my situation is me.
So what makes you voting for Trump then?
Me
I
personally,
Oh well, we not.
No, I'm not saying that
right,
you
right,
did.
Right. Okay.
I'm not. I'm not saying that you did.
You call time out.
But what makes the difference though, if everybody
Because you know what? At the end of the day, man. End of the day, guess what, man? No matter who you vote for, we all as individuals are our own authors.
right.
So it's up to
We are
us.
our own
It's
presidents.
up to us to sit there and write our own script. It doesn't matter if Trump was in office or Kamala's in office. I still live at the same address. You know what I mean?
that's the only thing I'm saying.
But therefore, it's up to me as an individual to say, hey, you know what? I need to write my own narrative. You know what I mean? I got to create my own narrative. I can't.
And that's true. That's very true. But at the same time, you got to think about the flip side of that. Like if I'm writing my own narrative, and at the same time I'm thinking about who is Trump and what he's bringing to the table, like is it really allowing me to the freedom, you know what I mean, to have that head start like so many other races are having?
But see,
That's what I'm looking at it as. Like,
But
Let him finish.
No,
Let him finish.
but just for real quick. But why he's saying that? I'm gonna let him get to say. But why you saying that? As a race, we are the only race that was brought here by force.
right.
Every other race came here as a choice.
No,
Exactly.
we were brought here. It was a choice. We didn't have to come here the way we came.
That's easy to say, but if you seeing somebody getting castrated, they just cut my man's joint off. Like I'm
Wait a
going
minute.
with the flow.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Slavery was a choice, like Kanye said.
Nah.
No, I don't believe that.
Not all the way.
No, I don't believe that.
Not all the way.
I don't believe that at all.
Not all the way.
Not all. Some
Like
of them not at all.
But now, mind you, if cats would have came together,
They're definitely exactly, and that's the problem.
if cats would have came
Black
together,
people, we don't
like
come
like the other races
as a
do,
people.
other races they come together, so therefore they're a lot stronger as a unit. Now we as colored people, we don't carry the same values.
That's why it was
You know
a
what I'm
choice.
saying?
And that's
But
why-
that's going back to we was forced. That's why every other culture looks at us like, oh, even
we wasn't
yo,
forced. We gave
we
in because
we
we don't stick together.
we was forced.
No, we wasn't gay. We was
forced.
tortured and brung over here.
But I'm sorry,
We were tortured, but if let me
That's it. Say stop right there.
Let me
We was
speak.
tortured.
Let me speak, Tom. If everybody would have came together and said, "Yo, we not going," and put their foot down, it would.
We didn't have a
it's
choice
easy
though.
to say that.
There might have been consequences.
Cass was getting castrated.
There would have been consequences and circumstances, but that comes with everything. They just didn't stand on their own business. They gave in.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that right
They
there.
were weak.
No other
Don't believe that.
no other culture
You didn't have
got
to get on that boat.
no other culture got
You didn't have to get
castrated.
on that boat.
And some of them and listen and to go to that.
So
some,
you would have got killed.
some of them people
That's the consequences.
but some of them people was already here though.
Hold up, but look how many black people got killed to get us where we at now.
Right.
If they would have stood strong from the beginning, we might not be in the situation that we in.
I mean,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that right there.
But
I don't
I
believe
mean,
that.
what you're
I
saying
don't believe
is
that.
facts, but it don't make sense though. Because the reason it don't make sense is you got to look at circumstances. See, different circumstances cause you to make different decisions. So if these Europeans is coming over here, your people, first of all, is allowing them to come over and selling you out.
Yeah.
And now the numbers are afraid. They don't have guns. They don't have the stuff
Selling you
to
for guns.
protect themselves from being taken on those boats initially. That's, you know what I mean? Like, it was a choice for a few select ones that had the real power to say, no, we're not going
Exactly.
down like that. But the ones that had that power, they looked for the money. They sold out the people. And the people, 90% of us, didn't have anything to protect ourselves from people that had everything against us. So that's why it's not a real choice.
Well, here it boils down to this too, and me and Romaine talked about it, frequently. It comes down to the intelligence. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
Because
It doesn't.
the
Because you
Africans-
could be the dumbest person in the world. You don't want to be taken. You don't want to be taken, yo. That's a crucial decision. You don't want to be taken. You think they want to been taken out they country, they where they live at, to be brought to somewhere else
And
So
from
why-
that
your
they didn't
family.
know about at all?
So why wouldn't you stand on that to protect what
Because
you
they
got?
didn't have the utensils to protect themselves.
So you just gonna go?
What they was gonna do? What they was gonna do?
I believe we was already here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
That's
go
exactly
that go that
We was
part.
already-
About
we-
it, Trey.
we-
Talk
Yeah, that's
about
the
it.
part right there.
We're brainwashed.
Talk about that.
Okay, let me kick it. We're brainwashed saying we wasn't never over Africa, fellas.
Some
We
of
was
us was here.
Yeah.
So we was already here.
No, some was
No,
here
no,
probably.
Some
we-
of
Let me talk.
Most of the blacks, we was already here. They don't want us to know that this is truly our land.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? So this is why Africans don't like black Americans. We don't look nothing like them.
Right.
And
They don't like
let
us
me
at all.
let me iterate on that real quick.
Yes, sir.
There's a difference.
It's a difference.
Black Americans and Africans. That's why Jamaicans, Haitians, all those cultures from islands, they don't consider themselves Black Americans.
No.
They separate.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish
So,
talking, bro. Talk about
my
it.
thing is, we was already here. We've been brainwashed for years, and for years, you got to think about this. This is back in the 1800s. Ain't no
Earlier
way in
than
the
that.
world
Earlier than that.
they gonna have thousands of Africans on a bullshit ass boat coming from Africa all the way to America.
Right.
They're not gonna survive that type of transportation.
Those
Right.
circumstances was crazy.
Listen,
And
we're talking
A lot
about
of people
we're
died
talking
on
about the
boats.
1800s.
So you might as well have died over there.
Them
and
boats
stood
is
for what
nothing
you-
but
you know what I
wood.
mean?
Right.
They
You
don't
might-
have the technology that we
But
got.
Trey, you might as well have died where you was at, standing on business,
Standing on
than
business.
getting on that boat.
Well,
But-
a lot of
but-
guys,
but-
a lot of brothers did stand on business.
But you,
I know
but
they
you,
did,
but you
you
know
know
what?
what I mean? But I'm saying, if
and just
everybody
to,
came
and,
together
and,
on
and just
it,
to kind of like just to be
you died on the boat.
just to be congruent to what Trey is saying, what happened was when those that was on the boat that came over, they saw people like themselves.
Right. Correct.
That's why they were able to like, okay, you know what, we like ourselves. But what happened by that time, we were already enslaved. That the people that was already here was already enslaved. So when they saw the people that's coming over, yeah, you got to follow what this man is
Yes,
talking about. You know what I
yes,
mean? You better
yes.
follow what he's talking about.
Yes.
Because if you don't follow what he's talking about, they will kill you like they killed everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Because the white man already
Yeah, I mean,
had
on
the
top,
guns.
on top of, they got killed. They got traded from the dudes that's over there. So you got somebody that's in Africa trading you off to some white man. You come across the country, come across the waters, and now you're looking at some other black people who's telling you to fall in line.
See, but you know what, bro? I'm gonna tap in.
That's how I would shit with whatever.
I'm gonna.
He got sold, whatever. I mean,
I want to bounce into that.
he was a free man.
I want to bounce into that. What you said, man. That's for not having confidence in yourself. That comes into self-confidence, self-pride, whereas though you're looking to someone else to validate what you're doing, and that's a problem within us.
But see,
But we can't do that when you getting beat to death. Well, look, come on. Let's take let's
be
listen.
realistic.
Let's take this into consideration. You seeing somebody getting whipped with razor blades on the end of a whip across their back. You're not gonna give in. They had the power. You don't want that pain.
Yeah, they had the weapon.
because
You don't want that pain,
It's
yo.
like-
That
it's-
pain is crazy. We could sit here in this modern day and say we wouldn't go through that,
No,
and I would have did this,
no,
and I would have
listen,
did this.
listen.
But that whip going across your back with them razor blades and
that's
stuff,
that
and not even keep the razor blades out of it. Just a whip opening up your skin to the white meat, and then you got the.
Still, I'm interrupting, but still,
Go ahead.
Me, I'm a person. No man on this earth is better than me. I don't care. Let me talk. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care.
You talking modern day though?
Let me finish. I'm talking about me personally as a person.
Yes.
I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how educated you are. I never looked at any man that walked on this earth better than me because God is the only one that I look.
That sounds
Let me
good,
finish
man.
talking. Let me finish talking.
Go ahead.
God is the only one that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I mean, God is the only one that I'm gonna give that to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God.
Yeah.
I fear God. I don't fear no other man. I worked in the entertainment industry. I met celebrities. I done hung out with them. I never been starstruck, dick eating them or nothing because they equal as me. They put their pants on the same way I put my pants on. So whether you white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, it don't matter. It's all about the confidence that you have in yourself and your fucking, your mentality, man.
But-
and us as a people back then, they just didn't have that mentality.
Can I ask you a question?
But at the end of the
They didn't
day,
have that
but at the end of the day, that's cool to say at this time, at this day and age, because I almost believe that every one of us have the same type of mindset. But what I will say is this: at that particular time,
It wasn't there.
it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And a lot of the
No. You know what? No, it was there.
No, because
it was there.
because
It was
at the end of the
there. It was
day,
there.
end of the day,
It was always there.
listen, at the end of the day, those people were they learned how to work with each other and they were educating each other. You know what I'm saying?
Who's talking about the black?
I'm talking about the whites. You know what I mean?
No, they're just savages and demons.
It's-
And we are righteous people. So you got righteous people.
We're forgiving people.
Yeah. And
absolutely. But-
we got righteous people going against demons.
Right.
They're going to lose that battle, right?
But at the
gonna
same
lose
token,
that battle.
but when you got demons that comes together, they're gonna work together. You got righteous people that come together, they worried about the demons that's coming together. Versus, hey, you know what? Let's work together as righteous people. Like let's keep it 100.
And righteous people, as righteous people, they don't believe in harming folks. We don't believe in doing bodily harm to another person. That's why they take
But-
advantage.
but hold,
They're more savagery people.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question.
It takes
So-
us
so-
to the limit
okay.
or the way how we living to start doing crazy stuff.
Let me ask y'all a
And
question.
poverty and stuff like that. This is most niggas don't want to do what they want to do.
right,
Yeah.
they forced to.
They forced to. The
Right.
way how they coming up.
Exactly,
and they
we
lifestyle.
forced to. But let me ask you a question. Even back in
Talking about
even,
young niggas out here.
Everybody.
period. Let me ask y'all a question.
So wait a
Black,
minute.
white,
Hold
Puerto Rican,
on.
everybody.
Let me ask you a
Hold
question.
your thought, Tom. Hold your thought.
Okay.
So you saying we're forced to do what we want to do? I live the life that I want to do because I made the life that I want to live.
You made that decision.
Exactly.
You made that decision.
Exactly.
But I guarantee you, if you had a better upbringing, you wouldn't decide to do what you really
If I had
put your life on the line on these streets.
If I had a
to put your lifeline on these streets that me and you know that we did, right? You wouldn't do it.
if I had a better upbringing,
Yes.
I'd be way further than I am now.
Exactly.
You just proved this point right there.
But
you just proved this point right there.
but
you wouldn't do the
Just
things
prove
you would
this
do
point
right
there.
that we sacrificed on the streets.
I had
But-
to learn everything on the fly.
Exactly. But hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a
But at the end
question.
of the day, you still
But where does that upbringing
We
come
don't
from?
listen. Let's keep
Where
it
do
real.
the upbringing come from?
Let's keep it real. We
Where
don't
does-
want
where
to. We
does-
all did things on the street here,
Absolutely.
right? We all brothers. We the block. We all did things on the streets. We didn't want to do it.
Let me tell you something.
Can I say one
We
thing?
didn't want to
wait,
do it.
let's-
But
Go
we
ahead,
did.
go ahead.
We
Let
did.
Let Lee
Alright,
talk.
Now, you understand what I'm saying?
Let Lee talk.
Stop.
Go ahead.
I know
Talk,
cats.
dog.
I know
Lee.
cats that had bread, whatever. So they had the upbringing. So why did they do the stuff that they wanted to do, whatever?
Just wanted to
when
be
they
down.
did- Huh?
They just wanted to be down and be in the
Alright,
in
so-
crowd and want to be in the in
All
crowd.
right, so why they wanted to do that? You mean when they could have stayed out of the way, and you know what I mean?
Because they wanted to be in the in crowd.
Intelligence.
Okay.
It's the
They wanted to be in
Okay.
the in crowd
Okay.
because
But-
that was a cool thing to
It's the
do.
intelligence.
okay, so but I can speak on that because I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? I came up in a situation where I didn't have to choose the life that I chose. You know what I mean? But I chose that life. Why? Because I thought, okay, you know what? This is what was being glorified to me. You know what I mean? So therefore I said, you know what? Let me glorify this thing because I didn't have to choose this life. I chose it. I had an option. You know what I'm saying? But by me having an option, I chose this life. And I'm saying to myself, like, well, dang, like I got buyer's remorse now. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying, well, dang, if I would have went with this bull, you know what I mean? If I would have went with this group, you know what I mean?
We can't do that.
You know what I
though.
mean? You know what I mean?
We can't do that in life though.
But
Yes, you
but
can.
you can.
No. We can't think. No. We can't think about.
We can't think about what we did. But
No,
go.
what
I'm just
I'm
talking
saying is-
about. Listen. I'm just going about what Lee's saying. It's like you know what? I made the choice to be down. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm in this room right now because I wanted to be down.
But hold, let me say this. But
know what I'm saying?
to what he's saying is, like Wayne said, we can make the choice. We can't go back, rewind the time. But
No.
Exactly.
stuff like this podcast is where we can share our stories to the young people that's looking, you know what I mean? And they get that knowledge and make better decisions than what we did.
Right.
That's what this is about.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it's nobody, like, although we've been through certain situations, there's none of us in here that's like, hey, you know what, that's having a terrible life. Like, we done been, guns been pointed at all our faces. You know what I'm saying? We've been in some bad circumstances. We might have did some things that we probably shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? But guess what? We all survived through it. You know what I mean? So it's our responsibility, like what Phil is saying, is to say, hey, you know what? It's all about the choices. And Wayne made it, and I get what I see where you're going.
It's exactly.
I see where you're going. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's about the choices. Okay, now if we had the mindset, if we were in the 1600s and the 1700s, would we have put ourselves in that slavery mentality?
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Because
So
we're
let me
because
take
we're
it
educated
back.
now.
Let me take it back because I wanted to take it back right there.
Go ahead.
So, taking it back to the conversation, like Wayne said, we had a choice. But I don't think we had a choice, especially because of situational type of things, like the man coming into your cabin, I'm just using you as
no, I got
example,
you.
coming into your cabin, raping your woman, or your wife in front of you. That's the type of things I'm talking about right there. It's no choice in that. There's no choice in that. You hear me? There's no choice in that.
There's
So
a choice. If a woman, if somebody come in your crib right now talking about they gonna rape your woman, what you gonna do?
and he had other people there
What you
to
gonna
do what you're going to do.
What you gonna do? You gonna let it happen, or you gonna take the
So
L?
so what are you going to do?
What you gonna do? You gonna take the L?
You gonna
or you
die.
Gonna just submit.
You're gonna
and
die.
Say, all right, go ahead.
You're going to die. You think you have a choice in that? You're going to
You don't
die.
have a choice. I'm saying.
You're gonna die.
I'm saying in today's time. What
I'm
you
not
gonna
talking
do?
about today's time. I'm
No,
talking about
today's
No,
time.
no, what I'm
because
saying is-
I want to make a comparison.
no.
But
I'm
you
talking
can't-
about
you
back
can't
then.
compare
There's
the
no
two.
comparison.
Can't
Why?
compare the
There's
two.
no comparison
Because-
because back
The
then.
mentality wasn't there.
No.
It's not the mentality.
We didn't have the weapons.
The education
We
wasn't
didn't have
there.
weapons.
Education.
Right.
I ain't even talking about weapons.
They had all the weapons.
Education. We wasn't educated. We wasn't educated.
No. It's not about the education.
No,
it wasn't about no education back then.
No, we talk about education. We talking about like everybody having the same type of conversation. Because keep in mind, when you got somebody that's from, listen, bro. When you got somebody that's from Nigeria, Liberia, Kenya, Ghana, all these different countries, they don't even speak the same language.
Yeah.
Then you bring them over to America, you know what I'm saying? Then you bring them over to, I'm looking at it, but then you bring them over to America, and American people, the American blacks that was already here, they don't speak the same language. So now you got 6 or 7 different languages that can't even communicate with each other. You know what I mean? So therefore, that's where the education comes from, because they wasn't even on the same language.
Forget about the education.
You know what I mean? Now, if you look at the Europeans, guess what? And we had opportunity.
We can't do that. We can't do the education.
But we can.
Do the education.
We can. Let me tell you why.
No, because we go back to the 17th,
because we talk about. You know what education? You know what education I'm talking about? One second. Let me give. I got one word. Education. Education. What I'm talking about is called communication. That's the part I'm talking about. That's the part.
Okay, so
we couldn't communicate with each other.
Right? So with communication. So with communication, when